point. This is so that you, if you want to take notes, notes are taken. Look at me. We are now going to breathe and breathe in the following fashion, because breathing adds an important element of relaxation. We are going to invite you to remove obstacles in your life as you inhale and exhale, and smile. So in your hand, imagine that you're removing obstacles on your path towards whatever it is you want to achieve, and then keep walking. So you're very gently moving around, people, you're not hurting anybody, you're just removing obstacles. Oh my God.
Oh my God, everything. I feel so touched and inspired and just full of goodness and amazingness, and you can hear the reactions at the back. It was it was upbeat, and it was heartfelt, and it was very, everyone was involved, and yeah, it was amazing.
So I can make myself beautiful, and I can get myself out of that feeling of shame. But the reality is that that programming, that early programming, that emotion, is still there in the lower part of my brain. And when I have body images and all of those sorts of things, which we do, I will go back to that same dialogue, because it's actually a trauma. It's a trauma that's been created in my limbic system. Which I talk about as the joy of life. You know, you might have a place that you go to, or you know, like I like to go to nature, and somewhere where you just know that you know it's just wonderful to be alive, and that there's a reason you're here. You know, you're worthy to be here. So think of that place, and then I want you to go, really yell it out and go, yes! Yes!
I enjoyed meeting everybody and seeing the energy and the vibrancy in the room and the people and the commitment that people have to this fabulous stuff. So, yeah.
I think for me, it was just the sheer authenticity here. Everyone just free to be themselves, and there's no fear of just being who we are, and everyone loves and accepts everyone for that.
Let's do some branding, and I just want to go ha 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 ha. Let's do the final dance. Ha 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 ha. And I couldn't understand, because up until then I couldn't feel. I never felt what was going on within me. And when Mum died, and coming in from a very good Indian family, mothers are so protective and loving of their children, especially girls. You're so protected that when she goes away, suddenly you're going, oh my God, how do I survive? And in that moment, when I was doing the eulogy for her, it said, write a book on living in the moment. And I went, yeah, piece of cake, I can do that. And I went like, you must be kidding. I've never written in my whole life. And I had to look at, so what was it? That to be at peace, to be in the moment, I had to be at peace with myself.
I'm so proud of this wonderful lady, Lorraine. I just heard her speech, her inspiring talk, how to be authentic self and taking full charge of your life, not holding other people responsible and playing a victim. So I'm glad that she totally lives the spirit of laughter. It's not about other people, it's all about yourself. And this was exactly what we tell people, that spirit of laughter is not about you laughing, it's about bringing laughter to other people.
Gathering the chi, the life force energy, and bring it into our dantian, which is our centre of gravity. 3 finger breaths below the belly button and just inside. That's our centre. Let's do one more, keeping that in mind. Experiment with it later. Okay, now let's take a breath. Are you ready? Breathe in.
A very rich conference, a huge diversity of speakers and experiences, which has made it, given me that richness. Thoroughly enjoyed it. I look forward to attending more conferences in the future.
It's rom-com. So if you think of that type of thing, I may be teaching some people to suck eggs, but just go along with this. We're just not. Some people just say, I'll move as fast as I can and introduce lots of laughs, and if you feel you can use them in the group. But the idea is for you to be able to play with the group and let them, to empower them to contribute. That's, I think, the kind of role that you want to get to, where obviously the people are giving you the laughs, they're taking over, and you're really like an orchestra conductor, just making sure that they're all having fun, and you're able to look at the group dynamics and step back. In music. Then we all go slowly into the middle for a feeding frenzy.
Most of the time, when I've been to conferences, there may have been 1 or 2 things that interested me, but not enough to sustain interest for the whole time. And I think that this conference had a really good balance between things that were intellectual and things that were in the body, so that we were actually doing things, we were being involved, we were physically involved. So we were physically and mentally and emotionally and intellectually involved at various times in a really nice balance throughout the whole weekend.
And big fat stress comes along and sits on the one end. Oh, it would be going that way, wouldn't it? And of course the seesaw tilts up. Now this is your adrenal side of your body, and this is your immune side of your body. So what's happening when the seesaw tips up? Your immune system's up in the air, its feet are not touching the ground, and it cannot move, it's doing nothing. And your adrenal system, which is your fight, flight, flock and freeze system, is all go, because it's got the power, it's got its feet on the ground, and it can decide what to do.
Everybody has something to talk about. Everybody has something to share. And something that was mentioned this morning was about open heart surgery. And when we're doing laughter yoga, it's like we're opening the heart. That we need to remember that for ourselves as well as for our, for our groups.
Lift and relax. So all you're doing is just lifting the pelvic floor and relaxing. You're just contracting and relaxing, contracting and relaxing. You don't need to be super mindful of the breath. The breath will eventually come, I will show you another exercise that will help do to become more mindful of the breath. All I'm doing now is just getting you used to the notion of lifting and relaxing, and being aware of those muscles. Now, just like any other muscle in our body, if we exercise it, it becomes strong. There is absolutely, in the majority of cases, there's no need for us to have urinary or fecal incontinence. Now take a breath in. Keep lifted, and then exhale. Keep lifted. That's it. Keep lifted on about the fourth floor, and just keep breathing in and out. So it's not a full 100% contraction. I want you to do a fairly easy, mindful contraction so that you can breathe. That's it, and then release. And be aware that the relaxation phase is incredibly important. So the more we become aware of the contraction and the relaxation, we're becoming aware of those muscles when they're engaged and when they're not. The next time you lift, I want you to lift up, but I also want you to get this sense of hugging in. So you're hugging in from side to side and from front to back, and you're lifting up. And again, take a nice deep breath in through your nose. And then exhale through your nose. That's it. You're still on the fourth floor. It's pretty easy going, but I want you to be really connected with your breath, inhaling and exhaling nice and evenly. And also be aware of where the breath is. Try to breathe deeply into your lower abdomen.
I really enjoyed Sebastian's presentation, which was on the games and playing and dancing and laughing. That was really useful for me. It was a lot of fun. It was very fast-paced, so lots of different exercises were fit into a short period of time, so that was great.
What in your life we express emotions, right? And on the other hand, you will get something which you don't want. Always people come in the way of your fulfillment. So life is so funny. You don't get what you want and you get what you don't want. So again, to desist some people from doing what you don't want them to do to you, we express emotions. So emotions are basically is the driving principles of our life, if you see.